Welcome, and it's a fine day for conversation. This is Pep Talk, and I'm your host, Tim Padgett. On Pep Talk, we discuss the artistry of business, the intangibles, things like commitment, resourcefulness, leadership, creativity, bravery, communication, collaboration, perseverance. It does sound like a commercial for Boy Scouts, doesn't it?
It does.
Today, I have Nan Elder with me. Welcome, Nan.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Nan, you have an interesting background. You've been involved in business, you've been involved in marketing, product development. That usually doesn't jump over to scouting. And I noticed in your background that your whole family's been involved in scouting, so I can see where that would be a special interest. And also in your LinkedIn profile, I noticed quite a bit of information about things you follow from a sciences standpoint. Now that might be more new in your new role. And your new role would be called what?
So I'm currently the Director of Strategic and Corporate Alliances for the Pathway to Adventure Council.
The Pathway to Adventure Council, I love it.
Yeah.
And that has a lot to do with STEM. Now, some people know what STEM's all about, but maybe you could tell us what does STEM stand for, and then why is it important? And then what special things are the Scouts doing?
Well, STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. The reason it's pretty important and relevant to all of us, I would say the local and national government are kind of trying to build the awareness that there is an exponential growth opportunity for STEM field careers throughout the country. And a lot of baby boomers are retiring, and a lot of the corporations and businesses throughout the area are finding that there's a real lack of skills that are needed in today's world, and I think you probably know how quickly technology is advancing everything. So, and how that relates to the Scouts is, we're trying to figure out how to work with kids in hands-on learning opportunities that are very STEM-based. And in Scouting, there are three probably different areas that we're focusing on. The traditional side, which is Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts. We have over 52 STEM-related merit badges and STEM Nova Awards.
Really?
Yes, and we're one of the Pathway to Adventure is one of the top 10 councils in the country for kids who have actually earned the STEM Nova Award. So we've been doing a really good job trying to get the kids in the Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts and Venturers to work on STEM merit badges and Nova Awards. And then we also have an exploring program that is really a career and vocational based program. It includes both young women and men from 6th grade through 12th grade, but it has a very STEM based focus, at least here in the Pathway to Adventure Council, where we're trying to expose kids to hands-on learning opportunities in engineering, science, healthcare, through innovative programs like our underwater robotics program or our aerial robotics program. We have a big Trading Technology 300 initiative where we're working with local corporations to try and teach kids about programming, digital technology, graphic design. So we're really trying to offer various types of STEM programming. And the newest program that we have that we're going to be bringing to market this fall is the STEM Scouts program. So we were one, Pathway to Adventure Council is one of the 12 councils in the country that was selected to roll out this pilot program. And we're really excited to be bringing this program to the marketplace. The part of it that's really kind of different from the traditional scouting program is STEM Scouts incorporates girls. So the program is for 3rd graders all the way through 12th grade. It's, again, very applied learning, hands-on learning, but it does include girls, and they're not going to be troops or packs, they'll be labs. So they'll have lab coats and be very hands-on STEM-based programming.
You guys are taking this to a whole nother level. I had no idea this was going on. I think that in an organization like the Scouts, over 100 years old, and with a basic premise that you're going to be exposed to things that you've never seen before, opportunities to test yourself. It's all under the same umbrella as STEM is. Now, you mentioned some things that I had no idea. Well, obviously, there's lots of technology in the Chicagoland area to help out.
Yep.
And you're talking about underwater robotics. What was, and how do you get these companies to help you with it? Who sponsors these things?
We're really fortunate and blessed to work with a company called Collins Engineers, which is in downtown Chicago. And they do a lot of civil engineering that is like working with bridges. They have guys that are scuba divers that literally are going down and, working on from an engineering perspective. And so we developed a whole underwater robotics program as a way to try and introduce kids to that field, but then in a fun, hands-on way. And then we work with probably 10 or 15 of the employees from Collins Engineers. We've done a tour so that they can really get a real live experience of what it's like to work in that field. And we're so blessed to have Tom and all the employees there working with our kids and providing a program that the kids absolutely love.
Yeah, I really like it too because they're third-party influences too. Beyond the parents, beyond the teachers, even beyond the scout leaders, you get people in the real world, they can become heroes to them. Yeah, I like that a lot.
They're great role models.
So, everything that's going on, what does the next phase look like?
Well, we have probably one of our we've got two programs, I would say, that are really up and coming. We formed a relationship with the Center for Advancement of Science and Space. And so we have both our scouts and our explorers who are literally in the process of submitting experiment proposals to potentially have their experiment put on the International Space Station.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So it will be a year-long project, and on June 15th we will find out which experiments will be selected to go up to the International Space Station. So that's really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for kids that and again, working with there are some scientists from Abbott, some engineers and some programmers from different corporations in the area. So they're really going to get that hands-on experience of working with people in the field. And then the next big program launch for us is going to be STEM Scouts in the fall. So again, another great opportunity starting at the third grade level. And I think I'd mentioned it includes girls, which is a great opportunity for the Boy Scouts. And they're going to be doing a lot of innovative, hands-on, learning. And one of the things in just talking with a lot of the people in academia is that you've got to get to the kids at a younger age. So we're really kind of excited to be able to bring these new programs, to kids at the third grade level and try and inspire them to choose STEM as a career path.
I think it's a great way in order to promote. There's gender neutrality, people say that a lot, and those are buzzwords, but I think it's gender respect too, because at that age, you just want to participate. You just want to have a chance, and I think that you're absolutely right. Starting out young is fantastic. Well, thanks a lot for being a guest.
Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate it. And I would like to, in advance, invite you back, because I think Chapter 2 is going to be once you're up and running. So maybe in the fall you can come back and do another segment with us?
I would love to do that. Thank you.
All right. If someone wants to contact you today, how do they do that?
My email address is probably the best way to get a hold of me, which is Nancy, Nancy, .elder, ELDER, @scouting.org.
Fantastic. Thanks again.
Thank you for having me.
Well, that wraps another edition of Pep Talk, and we'll see you the next time.